Hi guys and welcome to episode 27 of my Ymir multiplayer series. So stuff is kicking off and it is going good. So I've just unlocked my two new technologies that I really wanted, which is handloom, weaver, clothes maker and carpet maker, all level 3, and furniture maker, which is something I've really wanted for a while to make use of the planks, the bronze, and obviously just get a new industry. These two together should make us more tax, and I am damn excited to get them all set up. So let's go. Okay, so I've already done a little bit of playing around, and I've actually upgraded 2 taverns here, because when you get the furniture tech, you do start with 10 furniture, which is enough to upgrade some of these taverns. So I'm just going to get them food of workers, and we can see how many workers we actually need. 40%. So how much do these taverns produce? 3.6 compared to 2.5. So yeah, it is a nice little upgrade. I'm also doing okay for money now. I am in a budget deficit, but I am producing silver, 0.7, and I am actually also buying silver on the market for 12 coins. So I'm doing okay for actually producing silver bars. And if we look here, I did in the end get the brutes hut up. I'm very impressed with it. It costs 3.8 meat. And actually, this is where it's interesting. You can go leather clothes, adornments, or silver. Leather clothes, it takes 6 leather clothes to generate the 7.5 brute service. I actually changed it to silver, and it's 0.07 silver, which that is really cheap. I did the calculations with the wealth, and it's much more valuable and efficient to use silver than it is to use leather clothes. So what I'm actually doing here is I'm stocking just loads of leather clothes, because I've got so much storage space. I want to get it filled up with something more valuable, so we have more wealth in the territory for this stored wealth. And that should boost the amount of wealth I have, which improves my monetary unit value. You can see that's decreased again, and that is because we've got more money in the treasury. So we need to try and spend that. If we come to here, it's still doing okay though, we've got enough money. Okay, so what I want to do now is get the furniture makers actually set up. So we have everything we need to actually produce the furniture makers, and we can produce everything we need to actually produce the furniture. I just don't know how many we'll need, or how much furniture we'll need actually. If we look here, 4.3 is the demand, but the price is decreasing currently from 8.7 to 5.3, so maybe demand will go up quite considerably, because actually that is 5 coins. The rugs are about 5 coins as well. What we've got to remember is selling the furniture will also reduce the amount of pottery and rugs we need slightly, which isn't a bad thing. If you look here, look at the rugs, we're only selling 7 out of 10 because people can't afford the last little bit there. But yeah, let's get these furniture makers up. I'm not sure where to put them. Could go for these two down here. Yeah, I think I will. So we'll go for 4 to start with. You've got to remember, we only actually need, again, about 4 currently, but that again is at that high price. So we'll see how much we need, and we can always build more. They're really cheap, but we are going to need quite a lot of workers. Because remember, we also need to get more workers for our foundries here. So that is something to think about. One tech I've got here though is bloomeries. Really good tech, unlocking the level 3 foundry. This is definitely one we want, and I'm going to need to put more into getting this, but the knowledge, look at this, we actually want over our knowledge use. That's interesting. So a bit naughty there, but we should get some more culture, and that is really what's holding us back. Vegetable tanning is really hard. 120 difficulty. We no chance getting level 4 tanneries anytime soon, but it's one to sort of play around with. Education, definitely one I want to try and get, and bloomery obviously, but also stuff like glazing to get the level 4 potters. 70 tech. So many techs I want to get, but we're really capped for knowledge at the moment, guys. So we can't actually make the level 3 carpet maker just yet because it needs saws. So that's a shame, but it is something that we can upgrade to when we hit the Iron Age. The weavers. Oh yes, we can make these. And they still use axes. Okay, that's interesting. Axes are actually really in high demand then. I am producing some here. Not really being any sold on the market. I'm gonna try and buy some then. Buy some at 16. Got a bit of cash to spend, so let's see how many we can get. Let's get 20 for 16. Let's see what that is like. We do have some axes, and I'm gonna start upgrading these weavers. So this, I feel, is where we're actually going to get the jobs from. We upgrade all our weavers and clothes makers, and that transfers the jobs straight into our furniture making and our foundries. So this is really important, upgrading these guys. But already, we're out. We're out of axes. And this 2 per tick isn't good. I could buy these for 200, but that is quite expensive. Yeah, only get us 10. That would be literally just 3 buildings for 200, which, yeah, is a lot of money. I'm going to put more axes on then. Because I can also just try and sell them. They only cost us 14 to make. So if I can sell them to 18, there's a small profit there. And we have a lot of copper stored. So I think that's all good. Take that off there. I want some more copper stored. There we go. So yeah, I'll get producing more axes. It's going to cost us quite a lot of money though in the budget balance, but that is all okay. Every time I log on, I always have a good amount of cash, and I think it's just literally from selling this tin ore, which I'm still selling for such a huge amount of money. Get this tavern set up here, 3.6. Then how much over are we? Oh, we're quite a lot over. I'll get these guys off. So actually, we only need 3 upgraded taverns, and that covers our tavern need, really. Our alcohol need. Our tavern need, that's what it's called, sorry. Yeah, 3, and that covers the tavern need. So if I can just get 2 more furniture. There wasn't any being sold on the market. I'm going to buy 2. 2 for 10. And hopefully we can get that bought and get that tavern upgraded. Wow, these have upgraded quickly. We have already got our weavers. So these produce, let's see how much of an upgrade these are from the other ones. 3 to about 4. So it's a 20. I was about to say 25%. No, it's not 25%. It is like about a 33% increase. That is a nice increase. Once we get all of these up, well, not even all of them. Once we get a considerable amount of them upgraded, that's going to save a lot of jobs. It's going to be really damn good. So I'm going to take you guys off. Yep, you guys off. Come on, piss off. And then I can switch you to these ones over here. These just look a lot nicer. It's just nice to see the city get more and more upgraded, be more and more developed, be bigger and better. And look at our score as well. We're now in 8th place. So we're really not too far away from the top players. But at the same time, the top players have so much more score than us that even though we're close, they're so far ahead. So we'll never catch up to them. But we're close to them on the leaderboard at least. Okay, so they're all gone. You're gone. And then we'll get these guys up. Okay, so just slowly getting these workers to transfer into these newer buildings, which, yeah, are quite a lot better than these old ones. That's going to be really, really good. And so we have so many jobs in weaving and clothes making that this should save a lot of jobs and massively increase our wealth in the territory. So this whole video will just be about me improving all our industries. With these 2 new techs, over the next day or so, I can get so much more tax made and wealth produced. Because we're saving so many jobs and going into new industries. It's going to be really exciting. And this should fund, like I've been saying for a while, this should fund my second city. So again, the policy here, regional administration, I should get enough extra money and enough wealth produced that I can get that second city and we can get moving on to something even greater. So just as we are upgrading these buildings, I'm also going to tone down our selling of clothes on the market. As you can see now, we've really sort of matched demand. And we're just going to be producing tons and tons of clothes which we don't need. So I'm going to, for example, set these guys to low and save on the textiles. And if we look at the textiles, yeah, we're also not going to make any profit there. So I'm probably going to set all of these guys to low. And as we upgrade these, we're just improving the price we can sell at, really, and just saving jobs. Because, yeah, producing 11 per tick, and we're matching all the demand. We're now selling at 2.7, and soon we'll probably just have stocks and stocks of clothes. So, yeah, better to tone back now before we waste too much cash on it all. So if we look here though, we're not producing enough textiles. So I think I'm going to pull this back. So I can either produce more textiles or I can produce less resources that use textiles. And I think I'm going to less resources that use textiles. So I'll take off those clothes makers there. As again, we don't need as many clothes. Still at 97% though. No, I think it's actually all okay. Okay, yeah, it's all set. I'm at 97% efficiency, so a little bit of efficiency lost, but nothing too bad. And if we look here, producing 7.5 clothes per tick, and that is all good. So I'm happy with this, and we've saved what? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We saved 12 damn jobs. And once we get all of these upgraded, oh my goodness. So I'm really excited for all of this. So now we're just waiting for these furniture makers to be built. And so I'll be back when they're all constructed and we can work on getting the furniture makers up and running and get the furniture sold. So I'll see you guys then. Okay guys, so all the furniture makers have been built. I have got quite a lot of spare workers. If we look, this building set to low, we've got 4 workers. We have got rid of the woodcutters. We don't need the furniture tech obviously anymore. Basically what I'm trying to say is loads of buildings that are on regular are now all being filled with workers. Even like here, look, these paddocks on low are being filled. All the guard towers. So we've got tons of workers and I'm really happy about this. So I'm going to set these to high. We can see now it's 0.3 bronze, very little, 0.8 leather and 3 wood. It never used to cost leather, unless I'm mistaken. I don't remember it ever costing leather, but because of that, we are going to be in a deficit for leather, but we've got so much leather, it's all okay. So I'm going to state back by now because we don't have a furniture seller up yet, but actually we can get this one here while he's here, and we'll set you to critical. So we've got you, and we'll set you to sell 4, and yeah, demand's still 4. Well, actually the price is increasing. Okay, that's interesting. Got you producing. So they only produce 1.5. So we actually, 4 is perfect. If the demand stays at 4 is great. So that's 8 jobs there. They don't earn very much though, do they? Wow. 0.8 coins. But wow, look at that wealth. It's 11 wealth each, which is really good. And plus all the wealth it like demands really from all the bronze working and everything. Yeah, that is good. It's a bit of a shame. I'll say a bit of a shame. It is a big shame because the amount of bronze it uses, it only uses about 1.2 bronze. But this bronze foundry produces 5.6, which means I need to state buy all the rest of the bronze, and I'm just not interested in doing that. So I'm actually not going to have the bronze foundry working yet. I've got lots of bronze in storage. So yeah, I'm not gonna use that yet. One thing I'm also gonna do, guys, is I'm tempted to get rid of shovels because I'm finding that, I don't know, I feel it's much cheaper just to buy the shovels. Like this guy here, selling them at 21. That is again cheaper than it is for me to even make them myself. And I'm also just finding I'm not making too many shovels. I don't know, I need to have a think. I feel 1 sip point isn't enough in shovels. I feel you even need to go full into it and get 2, 3, 4 sip points, or just go none and you just buy them off the market. But I need to have a think about that. Anyway, we've got our furniture maker. Wow, 0.29 now. That really isn't very much. Demand's going down to 3.6. But it is staying at 8.8. And let's have a look at these other things. So, carpets have gone down. Pottery's gone down. Okay. This is annoying now. Pottery's actually just got one unit there. That's frustrating. And rugs have gone down. Put us down to 6. But what this has done is furniture now means, yeah, life quality is going up for these guys, as furniture is level 3. We have got 3 furnishings. So for people who can afford it, which is blacksmiths, farmers, oligarchs, leader, I don't think, no, the officials can't. Not all the way, only halfway. It does actually boost the life quality quite considerably. Actually are producing surplus, so I can try and sell furniture on the market. I don't know, we'll need to see. Actually, I'm producing a lot of surplus. In fact, I could get rid of one of these workers, but I'm going to continue to buy. I'm going to cancel this trade offer, and I'm actually going to sell. Stocks are superior to, let's say, 10. I'm going to sell 5, and let's say 12. Because again, these guys produce so much wealth and don't really use any resources that are important. The bronze, yes, but they use such a small amount of bronze that actually just having them working, buying the furniture off them and selling it for a very small price. Yes, I only make then what? About 3 gold. Yeah, about 3 gold profit, which that's actually quite good. But it's the fact that I've had these guys running, paying for themselves, and they're producing 22 wealth, which is a lot. Compared to, let's say, pottery, or let's say cider. Actually, no, cider's the exact same. But like pottery is at 18, or these other industries, let's say, I don't know, we're just making axes 5. Even though they're not making as much money, I am actually producing a lot of wealth, so I'm happy with them. And how much? That's the annoying thing. I forgot this. They use wood. They don't use planks. Oh, God. I forgot that. That is a big shame. And I am thinking about maybe turning off this sawmill because we've got a lot of planks now. The reason I wanted so many is for when I get my second city. Obviously, the level 2 houses, which is what I want to build, use planks. And also lots of, obviously, production buildings and everything uses planks as well. So planks is definitely something I wanted to stock up. Look at this as well. We've also got quite a lot of more axes now. Somebody sold it to us at 16. So let's get upgrading more of these buildings. So we'd have to get all of these upgraded. And I think I'll upgrade these last 2 here. There we go. So these are the ones upgraded. And we probably actually can get rid of all of these here. And will be good for our weaving industry. One thing I forgot to mention last time with the brute is I just literally said I've got the brute running. 6 workers, 22 wealth, so it's about 4 wealth per worker, which is actually really good for a privileged building. And the production is 7.5 brute service. And the brute service is 1 state culture gone per service, which is not good, but 3 authority, which means this brute service is generating me around 20 authority. If we come here, loyalty, state, no, authority, sorry. Where is it? Authority services, 26. So this brute hut is really, really good, actually. Especially for the silver, which I've already said is really cheap, and the meat is really cheap as well. It's really, really good for authority. In fact, if I can build multiple of these, which I think I might be able to, yeah, the brute hut, I might be able to. I could massively increase my authority and then massively decrease oligarch payments so I save money, but I'm not going to do that because it does take 6 jobs, which is quite a lot. So there we go. We've got our furniture makers up and running. We have got 4 furniture being sold to them. It has lowered the amount of pottery we're selling. Actually, there we go. It's a little bit up. So it has lowered the amount of pottery selling, the amount of rugs. Actually, no, it hasn't. So it just bounced back, actually. So this is all good. It is generating us more tax, though. Not as much as I was thinking, though, which is a shame. But it's more about actually the wealth. We're now producing a lot more wealth, up to 1,500, down from about 1,450. So it's generating us about 50 more wealth per tick, which is really good, actually. Because all of that goes to helping with official salaries, helping with the monetary unit value, obviously helping score. So that is all really, really good. So I am actually going to get this foundry up and running at full pace because we've got, well, we did actually have a little bit of surplus charcoal. We don't anymore, but charcoal's so cheap on the market at 1.8. It actually makes us a profit to buy it. The reason I want it working is because, yeah, it's a good amount of wealth. It's about 7 wealth per worker, and it pays a good salary as well. And you've got to remember that we have such good monetary unit value that 1 salary is actually equal to around 2.5 wealth. So I was putting operational. We do have a surplus copper ore, but we will go into a copper ore deficit. But because they're selling so cheap at 3 coins, which is 1.2 coins cheaper, we could again actually make a profit by buying the copper ore because our workers will buy it from us at 4.2 coins. So I think it's a really good idea to get this copper foundry running. And we also do need copper for the axes. So I'm going to get this up and running, and I'm going to put a buy order for copper ore at 3 coins. So when stock's inferior to, let's say, 20, we will buy 10 at 3. There we go. Yeah, we had so many spare jobs. Actually, this is a good place to put it in, generate some more wealth, and actually generate copper, which is what we are needing while we're producing all these axes. But it is good to know we can buy axes at 16 quite comfortably. People seem to be selling them. So we've also got these jobs here we need to fill. So let's get rid of all of you. Low. 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 Wow, we really are going to have a huge surplus. Low. Put you in there. Okay. So let's see what it's going to look like once we've got all these industries running. Oh, God, look how many jobs we've got that even though they're on low, they're still filling up. So we do need to find more jobs. And why? Okay, because we're not producing enough. Okay, so we're now producing a surplus there. Get this next clothes maker. Hopefully producing another surplus. We'll get these guys here. There we go. Okay, so we've got these guys in there. We are now making a lot of surplus clothes. Actually, no, we're not. Only 4. So we do need to get these ones here, which are going to set us over the edge, upgrade this weaver, and then we should all be good. And I'm tempted to get another worker here. It's only 1 close, but it does up the life quality, which is what I like to see. I need to have a think about that. We really need to just see if we have enough surplus workers to have 1 sacrifice to just selling 1 cloves per tick. So looking here though, I've just noticed, look how much surplus pottery we have, 8.2 per tick. Because there's been the constant decreases in the amount of pottery selling, because we come into rugs, we come into furniture, we really don't need these industries anymore. And also cider as well. Look at this. Where's cider? 3.6 as well. So we can. So we have got a lot of surplus workers. What I mean about this game, it's deficit, and you have so many jobs you need fulfilling, and then it's a huge surplus, and you've got so many workers and not industries, and that's what we are now. Look at all these workers we just have in all these low jobs. We're getting all this new tech, so we just need to find some more jobs for them, and that is where all these technologies come in. So this is the thing, guys, we have so much surplus pottery now at 9, and we still have all these cider sort of jobs which aren't needed. Well, this one is half needed, but this is the thing, we're now, in that point where we have so many spare jobs, and so we need to find them. We find jobs, put them in. Like even here, we're going to have more techs that reduce the amount of jobs we need. Bloomery here, but stuff like education, which provides schools, they're going to need jobs. But, I don't know. That's going to be our new challenge, to find jobs that we can put our surplus workers into. And so finally, before I go, I'm just going to put the last workers into this textiles production there. And that should be all. So that is the end of episode 27. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, if you could leave the video a like, I'd really appreciate that. And subscribe to the channel for more Ymir content. We're getting close to the end of this series, and so I'm sure you guys will probably leave and probably won't watch the other content I do. Check it out though if you haven't already. But I will be back for Ymir in the future, and so you want to get notified for that if you are enjoying this stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching the video. Join the Discord if you haven't already, and I'll see you in episode 28. Bye bye.